Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a game that I am really looking forward to, and that's Anno 117 Pax Romana. If you've sunk hours into Anno 1800 or 1404, 2205, then you already know how dangerously addictive these games can be. But this time we're going even further back, to 117 AD, the height of the Roman Empire. We're going to be seeing marble cities glistening under the sun, ships packed with wine and olive oil, legions keeping the peace, you know it all, the famous Pax Romana. And that's the world of Anno 117. You'll be the one in charge. Your mission is to build a thriving province, balance loyalty to Rome, and maybe carve your own legend along the way. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll break down everything you need to know: new gameplay systems, regions, culture mechanics, release details, and some beginner tips to help you start strong. So grab a drink, maybe a snack, and let's get started. For anyone new to Anno, here's a quick rundown. These games are part city builder, part economic puzzle. You gather resources, refine them into goods, and keep your citizens happy while expanding trade across islands. In Anno 117, you'll be doing all that, but inside the Roman Empire. You start as a governor of the province appointed by the Senate. Your city begins small, a few huts, a clay pit, some farms, but then the familiar Anno rhythm kicks in: supply, demand, logistics, growth. But the Roman era adds its own twist. Instead of factories and steamships, you're dealing with vineyards, pottery workshops, and active communities. Ships aren't steel freighters anymore, they're triremes hugging Mediterranean trade routes. And if you're unsure what a trireme is, think of the giant boats in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There you go. While we're on the topic of Assassin's Creed for a second, this game really does take me back to the Brotherhood times. How cool would it be if Ubisoft actually added a little Easter egg of Ezio jumping off of a tall building in the distance? That would be so cool. Anyway, back to Anno. Let's get into what's actually new. So there'll be two starting regions. You can begin in Latium, near the heart of Rome, or Albion, the rough northern frontier. Latium offers fertile fields, stable trade, and politics. Albion gives you freedom, danger, and rain. Lots of rain. Each map gives you the opportunity to change how you play. If you want to be safe, or if you want to be dangerous, you choose. Another new factor that this Anno game is giving us is diagonal roads and buildings. Finally, diagonals. This is amazing. Your cities can now flow naturally instead of sticking to strict right angles. And as some of you may know, in previous Anno games you did have to have mods to get curved angles or diagonal angles, so to have it freely in this one is going to be so great. Something else to note is now every major building radiates influence. So put noisy industry near housing, you're going to expect complaints. Surround villas with gardens and bathhouses, and the citizens will love you. It turns the layout and the placement of your buildings into a strategic puzzle rather than just the pure aesthetics. Here's another cool part. Your choices shape whether your province stays Roman or blends with the local culture. A fully Romanized city will gleam with temples and statues. A hybrid city will mix Celtic craftsmanship or even Egyptian flair. Each path offers unique bonuses and visuals, so you can replay the campaign in totally different styles. Under the hood, there's a new engine. Better lighting, more crowds, vegetation, and animation. Zoom in somewhere specific and you might see people at work, children playing, even soldiers patrolling. It's gorgeous, it makes it feel so alive. So this Anno game will be released on November 13th, 2025 on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. You can also grab it on Steam, Epic Games, and Ubisoft Connect. So there are 3 editions of this Anno game: the standard, just basically the core game. Then there's the Gold Edition, which includes, of course, the base game, the Year 1 Pass, which grants access to 3 upcoming DLCs scheduled within the first year. Then there's the Builder Pack, which includes pre-order bonus content, a few exclusive ornaments, a player sigil, and other fun things. And finally, it's the Governor's Edition. This one is packed with both physical collectibles and the same digital extras that we get with the Gold Edition. So the extra stuff includes a super awesome 3D detailed amphitheater puzzle, which I really kind of wish that I'd ordered now. It looks awesome. It's a pretty decent size as well. There's an 84-page art book full of concept art, behind the scenes stuff with a cover design picked by the community. There's also a forged Anno symbol and a pair of collectible coins representing Albion and Latium. A steel bookcase, again designed by the community, which will look really cool on the shelf. Plus there's a blueprint of the Tesserae works, 3 lithograph prints, and a themed town criers letter just to round it out. You'll also get the same digital content as the Gold Edition, being the game of course, the Year Pass, and the Builders Pack. So earlier this year, Ubisoft dropped a playable demo, and players got to check out both the starting regions and some of the early tier citizens. The feedback, honestly really solid. People loved the pacing, the logistics felt super satisfying, and the visuals were absolutely gorgeous. The way the game kicks off feels super familiar to Anno fans. You start small, gathering wood, clay, grain, and then work your way up to pottery, wine, marble, and luxury trade. And as your citizens climb the social ladder from simple workers to fancy patricians, their needs start to stack up. But here's the catch: if you grow too fast, your whole economy can crumble. Grow too slow, and Rome pulls the plug on your funding. It's that perfect Anno balance between building something beautiful and keeping it all efficient. So why is everyone suddenly talking about this game? It's simple. Anno and Rome just make sense together. Rome was all about logistics, roads, harbours, taxes, and supply routes, and Anno? It's all about the logistics, production chains, trade ships, and resource flow. It's honestly the perfect combo. Previewers are already considering it both addictive and visually breathtaking, and it's easy to see why. Zoom into any scene and you'll catch these tiny beautiful details. It's not just stats and spreadsheets anymore, it feels like an actual living, breathing city. As for the soundtrack, total goosebumps. It blends epic orchestral vibes with ancient instruments like lyres, flutes, and drums, and even shifts dynamically as your city grows. So whether you're a longtime Anno fan or completely new to the series, this looks like the most welcoming cinematic entry yet. There are a few things to be aware of going into this game. Of course, no empire is perfect. Anno 117 still requires a fair bit of patience. If managing multiple supply chains wasn't your thing before, this won't change that. The learning curve is definitely there. You'll need to understand production ratios, logistics, and trade routes. And while tutorials have improved, there's still plenty of things to manage in the main game. Combat remains fairly light, focusing more on the small skirmishes and diplomacy rather than the full-scale battles. And performance-wise, it can be demanding. Even Anno 1800 was heavy on the detail, but Pax Romana takes the visual steps even further. But for most players, those trade-offs are worth it, because when everything runs smoothly, when your province is thriving, it's an incredibly satisfying experience. Alright, here's some quick-fire tips before you dive into the gameplay. Tip 1, start small. Stabilize food and materials before expanding out too far. Tip 2. Separate industry from housing. Keep citizens happy with gardens and temples and baths. You don't want your citizens having industrial units in their tranquil gardens. Tip 3. Specialize your islands. Use one for farming, use one for mining, and one for luxuries. Make sure to keep each island small and focused. Don't overcomplicate the supply chain early. Tip 4. Upgrade your logistics early. Warehouses and roads keep everything moving. Bottlenecks will slow down production and trade, which can cripple expansion. Upgrade your roads from dirt paths to stone roads for faster transport, and check your transport routes regularly and adjust as your city grows. Tip 5. Keep an eye on your morale. Citizen happiness isn't just cosmetic. It directly impacts production, tax income, and revolt risk. Make sure you monitor happiness indicators regularly. Build entertainment and religious structures if morale drops, and balance taxes with public services to avoid unrest. Tip 6. Play with culture paths. Try one city fully Roman, another hybrid, and see what works. See which cultural approach works best for your strategy and available resources. And finally, tip 7, enjoy the process. This game is meant to be savoured and not rushed. Micromanaging every detail too quickly can lead to mistakes and less enjoyment overall. So there you have it, everything you need to know about Anno 117 Pax Romana. It's shaping up to be the most ambitious, most beautiful Anno yet, and honestly, one of the most relaxing strategy games to look forward to in 2025. Honestly, I can't wait to get into this game, it's going to be so much fun. If you found this video helpful, drop a like, share it with your fellow city builders, and let me know in the comments, will you start Latium or Albium? And don't forget to subscribe for guides, layouts, and full playthroughs when I play this game. Thank you everyone so much for watching as always, and I will catch you all in my next video.